And if you check the chat box, I just dropped a little message in there for you if you'd like to participate. That would be exciting. So good to be here, you guys. This is session number 2 for 2022. Woohoo! Only 10 more to go, and I've made it to the second one. We must celebrate. Yay! So glad that you guys are here. I'm so excited to be here with you today. Last month, we talked about ending 2021. We were in 2022, but it was the first session of the first month of the new year. And I'm hoping that some of you were inspired to start taking the action that you've been kind of sort of procrastinating about for your 2022. And if you are taking that action, I'd really, really love it. You know, if you just, you know, give yourself a big shout out and just do your happy dance, because that means you're on the right path to success in your business. And if you're still on the fence and thinking about it, well, hopefully maybe we can get you excited about your business again to where you're really serious about taking those action steps to get you moving right along. So with that said, if you'd like, I'd like for you all to just take a moment and be still with me. And I'd like for you to, you don't have to close your eyes if you don't want to, but if you would like to, you may close your eyes. And I'd just like for you to take in 3 deep breaths. And you could take a breath in and count to 4, release it on 8, or count to 5, release it to 10. So you're going to take it in, a full belly breath, and slowly let it out. And as we do that, I want you to breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, and slowly let it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And as you breathe in, I want you to just visualize that wonderful universe out there and all the goodness that is out there just waiting for you to invite it into your life. Maybe you see it, happy faces popping and smiling and circling around you. Maybe you see it as stars that are just whizzing through the universe, just finding its way to you. And as we breathe in on the last one, I want you to just come and be here with us, quiet and peaceful, and be present with us tonight. And as you finish that up, feel free to open your eyes and welcome each and every one of you. Just so happy to have you here. So how many of us have actually started working on our 2022 business? And of those of us that are working on our 2022 business, what are some of the struggles that you're finding? Cleopatra, did you want to say something?
I don't know if I call it a struggle. I call it, there's some new things, for example, with my company, that they've instituted a new program, new information. So, you know, I'm just trying to get caught up with all the newness of everything that is presented to us and learn some of the new programs that they're instituting. And so, you know, that is something that's on my plate that is very important because it concerns my company. So that's something, but it's something that is going to make life easier with bringing on new clients. And it's a program also that helps you to get better organized as well. And it helps you with your daily DMO. So it's just a lot to process besides all the other. That's just one thing that weighs kind of heavily and is present right in front of me right now that I need to learn all the ins and outs and feel more comfortable with it.
Okay, so how are you feeling about all this new stuff?
Well, it's kind of disrupted my flow a little bit because the old stuff that we were used to, you could sort of blindfoldedly do it and get through it. Now it's more of a navigational kind of thing, and you have to navigate through it. And it's just a matter of time and getting used to everything because it's new. So sometimes new feels a little uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So I'm kind of at that stage of discomfort, but I know that the discomfort will turn into comfort soon. But it's just a matter of just getting myself through that. So if it were just one thing, okay, to get used to, okay, you'd say, well, okay, come on, give it a little time, be patient with yourself, and you'll get there. It's just there's a lot of many different things on a daily basis that you're dealing with. And so I sometimes get a little impatient with myself, but yet I've also learned to be good to myself too. And so I'm just being more patient now and just giving myself time to get through it and being real about it.
Okay, so do you have a game plan that you've laid out where you've got so much time during the day that you're able to work your business and learn that platform?
Well, I'm, as you know, I'm involved in a lot of different projects.
I know you are. That's why I asked.
Sounds like me.
Okay, where sometimes, yes, I do spread myself a little thin and I want to do great on everything and excel at everything and, do this challenge and learn my new stuff and work with some of my mentors and coaches. And so when you look at the big picture of everything,
Okay.
and during the course of a day, besides doing your DMO, and working on your business, doing your reach outs, your follow-ups, your, all those different things, meditation, whatever you do to that is a part of your daily, you feel like your plate is full. And right now I'm feeling like my plate is full.
Yeah, okay.
But I'm recognizing that even though you feel full, you somehow learn to deal and manage it as well. And because this is the beginning of this new program, so you have to get uncomfortable
Yeah,
in order to get through it. So
yeah,
I
yeah. Okay, let me ask you this. Have you ever taken your game plan, I guess we'd call it, and laid it out by income producing activities, and then maybe educational or skill in improvement or just the different aspects of your business? So for example, if your daily mode of operation contains business building activities, income producing activities, and part of the educational part of what you need to know, whether it be learning more about a product, learning your new platform or whatever, have you looked at that and gone in to see if there's anything that you're doing on a daily basis where you could maybe replace that one activity that may not be so high on the scale of money producing activities and replace it with an added day of when you can work a little bit longer on learning your platform, not necessarily every day of the week, but just maybe one day, pick a day when you could slip this in for 30 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever, and then work on that day for the next couple of weeks till you have that piece done and feeling comfortable about it, and then replace it with the next piece that you have to learn. Have you thought about trying to do something like that?
Yes, and I think I'm on that journey as we
Oh,
speak.
okay, good.
Because I'm writing down, my business building activities, my income producing activities, and what it is that I'm training on and educating on and what have you. I have to admit, and to me, one of my most favorite of all times is the educational and training piece, which
I know, I hear you, girlfriend.
I'm a teacher by trade,
I
and
know, yeah.
I love learning. But I do recognize with all the training that I have had that if you're not steadily working on the income producing and the business building activities, your business is not going to grow. And, we've had tons of conversations with fellow colleagues, entrepreneurs, and what have you. And so often we get stuck on doing more of the things that we enjoy versus the things that we don't enjoy as much.
Yeah.
And trust me on this one, there is total recognition on my part. And I think until you write everything down and look at it and see where your time is going, you don't recognize that sometimes, even though you love doing certain things, you have to balance it out. And so part of my game plan for 2022 is to get better at this in terms of separating things more and allocating more so that you are spending, I don't know if you would say an equal amount of time, but a balanced amount of time so that you are doing all the things you should be doing, and it's not that you know what it is? Before I felt years back, it was hit and miss.
Yeah.
But as you become more knowledgeable, and through your training, you learn so much in terms of how this should all come together. And so I believe in the last year, I'm at a point where this has become a little more in the forefront now of being able to allocate more and taking a real hard look at what I've been doing and trying to fine tune it. So I feel like I've made that kind of progress, but it's a work in progress for me still.
Yeah, yeah. So when you talked about you're working on getting things done, but I also hear you saying that you feel like you have to allow the same amount of time for each task as
No.
opposed to, okay,
No, that's not,
Okay.
that I was saying, I maybe was misunderstood or I
Okay.
didn't say. No,
Okay.
I feel like I have to now allow even more time with the business
There you
building
go.
and
Yeah, okay.
business.
Okay, good. Yeah, yeah, because your highest percentage of work should be done on the money producing activities. But have you thought about, and I know exactly what you're talking about. I love learning too. And that's always been my distraction, is like, oh yeah, I got to learn that. Oh yeah, I want to know how to do that. So what I tend to do is I have my daily mode of operation laid out, and I work in 2-hour blocks. So I have 50 minutes I work, I take a 10-minute break, 50 minutes I work, take a 10-minute break. Then I'll take maybe a 30-minute nap if I have to, or 20-minute nap, and then go back and then start another block of time. But what I do is when I have a successful week where I've hit my goals, I was able to be consistent on my DMO for, even just 3 days for that week. I gift myself that book that I wanted to read, or that educational piece that I wanted to jump into. And I'm always distracted by, and I know you said the word challenges. So, you know, if you've got people that are inviting you to come join this challenge and join that challenge, if it's not beneficial for me because I don't need to know how to do that anymore, I've got it down, I love doing it. Yeah, I love participating, but I have to focus on my business. Then I have to say no and say yes to myself and no to that other distraction. Are you finding anything like that where when you said challenges that,
No, yes.
okay,
The answer to that question is yes. Well, and here, and I don't know if anybody else falls into this category, but I've made financial commitments where I am being mentored and I'm financially committed.
yeah,
So whatever, you know, comes my way through that, I do want to be doing that. And
right,
it not only helps, mentors me and trains me, but
okay,
it also gives me skill sets
right,
that I need to still work on.
yeah,
So, so I've made several financial commitments to that. So that does take up some of my time and pull me,
yeah,
you know,
exactly,
and
yeah,
other distractions. And I do lose time that way. And I think, you know, I'm going to work on this some more so that I can fine tune my blocks of time. You know, I tend to be more liberal with some of the mentoring, training, educational, and somehow initially I always put that first.
yeah,
When I first started out,
yeah,
I had so much to learn,
yeah,
and that always came first. And then I caught myself saying, I'm not spending enough time on the other stuff. But as I learned, trained, was mentored, I realized that you really have to break it up.
yeah, yeah,
And allocate. So I am a work in progress, but
yeah,
you know, I love my journey.
yeah,
I'm on a course, and I know I've mentioned this in one of our other groups. Okay, this is a journey, and you're on a course, and I call it my course.
yeah,
And it is mine, and it differs from everybody else's. And however I find my way through it, it's going to be my journey, my course, my course, and I will get there. But I love that. I love how MJ, you know, you can sort of go like this to me and kind of, you know, remind me. And then I get another this way and somebody else reminds me. And sometimes you need that because sometimes you fall off the wagon a little bit.
exactly.
And then you have to jump back on again and remind yourself that, okay, enough of that, get back on course again, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm so happy that you say that because that's very important that we be sensitive to what we're doing and also be open-minded and willing to keep pulling ourselves back to that focus that we wanted to be on. But if I could just say one thing, to be sure to give yourself grace. And, you know, it's okay. Whatever happens, it's okay. It's your journey. You own it. Don't let it own you.
Right.
And just keep forging ahead and, you know, going along and accepting all those wonderful people around you that love you and encourage you and help you to be the wonderful person that you are as an entrepreneur and as a human being.
Thank you. I love all of this. I love all my, who I consider my colleagues, my fellow entrepreneurs. I love everyone that I have met through this process. I'm enjoying every bit of it. I love the doors and windows that have opened, and I'm happy. I'm happy with where I'm at. And that I think is really important too, that you derive happiness from what you are doing, whatever course you're on, and that you enjoy it. And, you know, as long as you love what you're doing, that's what's really important. And helping us in the process.
Yeah.
So
exactly. That's great. Thanks, Cleopatra. I appreciate you stepping up and sharing with us your journey. That's incredible.
Thank you.
Okay, is there anyone else that wanted to speak out about how their 2022 is coming along? Maybe something they're struggling with, or maybe something that you're doing that is an aha moment that you just can't wait to share with everybody, because guess what I discovered? Anybody? Just unmute yourself if you want.
Sure. I'd like to share a win that I've had in
Okay, Marcy.
so far this year. My Epicare team did a cooking class, and they're planning to do another one. I think they want to make it a monthly thing. And I had one girl join, and she in turn invited people from her company VIP group,
Oh, wow.
and I got a booking out of it.
Oh, yeah. So, Marcy, a lot of people here don't know who you are or what you do. Just kind of give us a little bit of a brief intro on what you do.
I am in direct sales, and basically I sell meal solutions from Epicure and tea from Sipology, as well as planners and a few other things. But my main focus is my food and my tea and my planners. And I have my group where I share a lot of what I make all for dinner or some desserts. And people love to see food. They
Yeah.
love to be inspired by it. So
Thank you, Marcy. If you don't mind, could I ask you to just kind of share a little bit about the journey, your entrepreneurship journey? Because I don't know if you just spoke of all the companies that you're a part of, but I know that you have been a part of several companies, and your personal experience with representing multiple companies and being successful, especially using Facebook.
it is a challenge because you have to run different groups and learn about different products. But if you love the product and you're passionate about what you sell, it's so much better and easier. You have to love what you do.
Yeah.
And I loved the fact that I met so many great people along my journey. It's not just about the product, it's about the people you meet along the way. Your different uplines, downlines, however. And I love it. I just love joining vendor groups, and I love sharing it. That's my favorite thing, is just sharing with others.
Yeah. So could you share a tiny tidbit about how that works for you with using the Facebook vendor groups, or however else you get your products out there? Maybe share some of your secrets with us to your success. That would be incredible.
One thing I will say is doing my live videos in my VIP group, showing the food that I'm cooking and just making it real, is what really helps. You don't want to be fake in your VIP group, and you don't want everything to look like it's perfect, say out of like a 5-star restaurant kitchen, because people don't eat every day at a 5-star restaurant. They eat at home, they cook at home, and their food is never perfectly plated at home.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
So
great.
that you have to just show yourself and show what's real.
So Marcy, can you speak a tiny bit to how what you do makes you feel when you're doing it?
It makes me feel joyful. It makes me happy to know that others are seeing this and are getting some kind of enjoyment out of it as well. And to know that they can relate to what it is that I'm doing.
Yeah. So Marcy, where do you find your prospects?
Usually in vendor groups.
So speak a tiny bit about vendor groups. I'm not sure that a lot of people here are familiar with a vendor group and what it is and how they function.
Well, usually if you join a vendor event to present your product, it's kind of like going to a vendor show or like a craft show, but online.
Okay.
And you invite people from your friends list, as do others, and you present your product through graphics, videos, however, depending on what the product is. And people comment on your post and they say whether they're interested, whether they like this or that, or however, and you get to connect with these people by their comments. And some people you may personal message and invite them to your group. And always at the end of the vendor event, you want to thank the people for attending with you and put your VIP link for them to join if they want to continue to learn more about what you do or about the actual product that you sell.
Yeah. That's great. That's great. I'm just so thrilled that you're having such great success. So Marcy, what's your goal for 2022?
My goal is mainly to reach as many people as I can to teach them about what I do, about the product, and to eventually get more product in more hands and help others live a healthier, more organized life.
That sounds great, Marcy. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was great. Give her a hand, guys. Woohoo! Yeah, that was great, Marcy. Thank you so much for sharing with us. We really
Thank you.
appreciate you being here tonight. That's great. So there's no struggle that you're having right now you might like a little inspiration on or anything?
Um, at the moment, I think I'm okay. I'm just trying to figure out more of what to post on Instagram. I want to
Oh,
branch out.
gotcha. Well,
Yeah,
Instagram's not my platform. I mean, I use it, but I don't
right.
the only thing I do is anything that Facebook and Instagram's connected to, yeah, like stories and reels. And I do post a little bit on Instagram, but I don't use it to build a business.
Right,
so.
yeah.
But that's very interesting. So how is the planner part going of your business? Do you have a big influx at the end of a year, beginning of a new year, and then it dies off?
No, it actually goes on throughout because a lot of what it is their inserts are customizable. And when people finish the insert, then they always want to replace it. So if you fill your insert, like if you buy the quarterly insert and you fill it, you want to move on to the next quarter.
So it's kind of a sustainable income, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
And people are always out there looking for the perfect planner.
Yeah.
And when you introduce them to what you have, sometimes it's so new and different that they're so intrigued that they do buy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great. Well, thank you, Marcy. Thank you very much. I appreciate you being here. So anyone else here have something they'd like to share with us, or maybe something that they'd like to ask about that we could maybe give some inspiration for? I see Amanda turned her mic on.
Yes, I did.
Marianne. Marianne, did you want to talk also?
Yes, I want to talk.
I'm sorry?
I said I would like to say something.
Okay, do you want to let Amanda go first, or?
Let her go first.
Okay, thanks, Marianne.
Thank you. I'm a little where Cleopatra is. There's a lot of new stuff dropping with the business, new training, new incentives, not only for us, but to gain new team members as well. So there's a lot of new challenges. Of course, MJ, you know, I got a new position at the university.
Yeah.
So I'm not on my phone as I used to be, you know, during the day where I could, you know, be working on more things for the business. So now I'm having to, you know, pre-plan my posts, you know, ahead of time, scheduling them so that when I'm at work, it's still posting while I'm working. And the spot that I am in at the university, there's not much for reception. So I'm having to kind of do with that too. So there's a lot of challenges. And then coming home, and as you can hear, Riley having to take care of her at night. So when I get the chance to sit down and pre-plan my stuff, that's basically the only time I've had to work my business. My time is very limited.
Yeah, that's really, really tough, Amanda. And I know that you try to use every minute that you have available for your business when you can. And it's a really tough one. But and I don't know if you can leave Riley at the daycare for an extra hour while you go do some things on your business before you pick her up.
No, I
yeah,
can't.
you know,
yeah,
or
because
if you could
I
do that-
work till 4:30 and they're
Yeah.
only up until 5:30, and then when I get to her, it's 5 o'clock. So
yeah.
yeah.
Or maybe a Saturday, maybe a Sunday you can dedicate to your business, or half of that day, or anything like that.
Well, right now it's going to be a little bit tougher because my mother-in-law just went in for back surgery
Oh.
yesterday. So I can't rely on her now to watch Riley, because with having the back surgery, she can't do any lifting, any of that, because they actually ended up putting rods in her back. So
Yeah.
she's fresh out of surgery. She's possibly coming home tomorrow. And my mom and dad, you know, I can ask them to watch her, but I know they like to do their things too. You know, the kids are out of the house while my brother's still living at home. But, you know, some of the birds have flown the nest. So they like to do.
Well, you're not holding, is that holding you back from asking?
Yeah, a little
Okay.
bit.
Okay, because as a grandparent, there's nothing like being able to spend time with a grandchild, you know, and maybe if you could ask them if they would love to spend some time with her once a month or something like that, you know, just to open that door and see if they're open to that. Or does Riley have any friends that are kind of in her age group where you could set up play dates for her with the families of her friends?
No, not really. We don't really, like, with COVID and everything, you
Oh,
don't
yeah.
really.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, I would say for you to give yourself permission to not ask because you feel fearful of the answer, but on the other hand, to ask just to give them the opportunity to say no. And
Yeah.
if they do, it's okay, and you're okay with it, and maybe come off that way, you know. Are they against you doing personal hobby business, or are they support?
Oh no, my mom.
Okay.
I actually bought her. I gave her something. Oh, she was here at the house. That's right. She was here at my house, and I had my hand soap, the fall scents, here in the kitchen, and the dish soap. And
Yeah.
she was using it, and she said, "This is before she got COVID and could smell things."
Oh.
She said, "Oh, this is really, really nice." And I said, "Oh, really? You really like this?" So I ended up ordering her, you know, the set of it.
Oh, good.
And she's been using it ever since. And she's actually been like, "Hey, is there any more of that?" And I said, "No, the fall scents are no longer here. You know, now we're on winter. This month is actually the first month of the spring and summer scent. So a lot of that stuff isn't available anymore, but she is using the products that I use."
Well, that's great.
And everybody in the family, unfortunately, got, you know, a lot of the products for Christmas, but
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
they didn't have to go
That's good.
shopping.
Yeah.
And I got paid,
Yeah.
you know, for buying my own products. I got the commission for buying stuff for myself.
For buying gifts for other people. Yeah.
Yes.
That you would have bought and not gotten the commission on. Yeah. Yeah. That's great. So, you know, as long as you know that she's aware that you're doing a side gig, and you don't, if you're not afraid to ask her, you know, Mom, I need just a couple of hours this month to work, to get some things set up for my business. So you could spend that time setting up and scheduling your posts for your Facebook groups, you know, or even do some videos. And then when you're ready to post the video, instead of posting a Facebook Live on your profile or whatever, you could post that video and still have content going out there.
And I will
And
have
get it
more
done in a
time.
couple of hours.
I will have more time once we're done doing the renovation, of course, because you know I told you last month we're working on the renovations up in the attic, so that now will become his son's bedroom, and then my daughter's room now will become my office again. So I will have my own personal space to work in and be, you know, in the zone when I'm in there.
Good. But why wait?
Right.
You know, time's a wasting, girl. We're in the second month of the year. You got to keep that momentum going. So if I could make those recommendations for you to reach out to family members to see if they won't help you out, even if it's just a couple hours a week or a couple hours a month until the room is done, it should at least help you to get you moving a little bit forward, to get your feet in there and dig in there, you know, to be able to get content set up and the trainings that you need about your products and all that. I'm sure that you're finding time, you know. I'd carry materials with me to work, and when I'm on a break, I'd sit there and read about my products, you know, or whatever, you know.
Yeah, but see, there's a lot of things, they put everything online.
So you can get to it from your phone, can't you?
Yeah, but with not having the internet access.
Oh, that's right. So
I have no, like when I see the building, it literally says on my phone, no service.
So they don't have any offline, like you could download it to your phone as an offline document or something that you can open at your leisure.
I probably could, but I don't even know if it would load it because I literally have no service at all on my phone.
Well, I would do it from home first, so that when you're at work and you don't have service, you'd be able to open that PDF on, because it'd be on your phone.
Yeah.
You could look into that. Maybe, you know, just go into the website on your phone while you're at home and see if it won't let you download it.
Yeah.
And then if you have it, you know, on a SD card or something on your phone, you should be able to open it no matter where you are. You wouldn't have to have the internet because it would be there. See, Sandra says she's got a 10-minute call. Thanks, Sandra, for being here. I'm so sorry. I don't know if you want to jump on quick and just say something to everybody before you go. I appreciate it.
He's welcome to, because I'm done.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Go ahead, Sandra. Unmute yourself, Sandra. Can you unmute yourself? Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
No, it was just an opportunity to pop in and meet everyone and say hello and see how Margene was running the course here. We're associates in another arrangement, so
yeah,
it was just a visit and a call in. Thank you so much for allowing me to be here.
Well, Sandra, it's no problem. This is a free coach-a-thon. It's laser coaching, and you're welcome every month. Anytime you want, you got the link. You just come on in anytime.
Alrighty,
Share
thank you
your
so much.
wisdom or come and get some. Love having you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thanks so much. Good luck, everyone.
Thank you. Okay, Marianne wanted to have a moment here. Okay, Marianne, you want to go ahead and unmute yourself? See where she is. Did you hear me, Marianne? Marianne, you there? Or maybe she's gone off somewhere. She's still here, but. Okay, Marianne, when you can, go ahead and unmute yourself. So how is Amy and Alejandro doing? You okay, Amy? I see you're here.
Yep, we're good.
You're good? Okay. All righty. Well, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you very, very much. So Alejandro. Okay, all right. Well, if there isn't anything else, the only thing I had for tonight was just, reminding everybody, especially the direct sales representatives that are out there prospecting and trying to get the calls. Oh, thank you, Amanda. I appreciate it. Thanks, Amanda. And just to make sure that you're staying positive with your prospecting and that you're not getting discouraged because you're getting too many no's, or discouraged because you're not talking to the right people. Just to make sure that you're staying positive with your conversations and that you are reaching out to people in a friendly manner, building that relationship first before you start with the business talk, I guess we'd have to say. Find out where they're at and if they are even somebody that sounds like they would be interested in your products or interested in your opportunity, so you're not pushing them away. But you have to be prospecting every day. Keep prospecting every day and building that pipeline so that you always have a list of people that you're working with. So when that no drops off for a week or so, you've got a new person coming in and you've got this flow going, and keep it moving forward. So I don't have anything else. I don't know if Mary Ann's going to come back on or not. And Alejandro. Otherwise, anybody else have anything? Otherwise, we'll call it a night. Oh, anybody? Okay. Unmute yourselves if you want, guys, and we'll just. Oh, Amanda loves the stickers. Oh, good. I'm glad she got them. You guys got the cards in. Yay. That's great news, Amanda. Thank you so much for letting me know that. I appreciate it. I guess Alejandro left us. Okay. All right. Well, if you're not going to unmute yourself. Good night, guys. Thank you so much for being here. See you same time, same station next month. First Tuesday of
night.
March. Good night, Marcy. Appreciate ya. We'll see y'all next month. Mwah, mwah. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.